Liverpool have submitted an offer for the Borussia Dortmund superstar. Stocks of Borussia Dortmund and England midfielder Jude Bellingham are definitely up after this world-class performance for the Three Lions at the World Cup. The Athletic, Liverpool reportedly matched the expected valuation of the £131 million player. Spanish publication Defensa Central claims that the Reds are offering an offer of the same value, with the £26 million included for the same price as the add-ons. According to the information, Liverpool really has a gem and the core of the team is ready for the future. Bellingham has been in good form this season, with 10 goals and 5 assists in 32 appearances in competitions for both club and country. And having said that, Bellingham has the potential to improve an aging Liverpool side with midfield issues in a few key ways. At just 18 years old, he has a wealth of experience playing at a professional level and has demonstrated a strong ability to adapt to different roles and systems. This makes him a valuable asset to any team. With his energy and vitality, Bellingham could potentially provide a boost to Liverpool's midfield. What's more, a player like Bellingham in an aging squad with midfield issues can provide a much-needed injection of youth and athleticism that could help offset any decline in performance from older players like James Milner and Jordan Henderson. With Harvey Elliott, Fabio Carvalho and Curtis Jones in the mix, the four are likely to be the Reds' first names on the roster. The youth vaccine could inspire the club to win more trophies. Also, Liverpool's quickness in action will likely get them ahead of Real Madrid in the race to sign the player. Last year, too, the Reds lost Aurelien Tchouameni to Los Blancos, and this time, they don't want to leave Bellingham. If they do, you can imagine the reaction from the fan base. We've been dreaming that Bellingham would come to Anfield for a while, and after the romance between him, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Henderson at the 2022 FIFA World Cup, there's a feeling that he has one foot in Anfield. The club was interested in Jude Bellingham after losing Aurelien Tchouameni to Real last summer, but German club Borussia Dortmund did not let him go. The German Giants, who sold Holland to Manchester City, did not want to lose another key player, Bellingham, in the same transfer window. Therefore, negotiations were not entered into. Klopp said in a statement that the player is not available this season. Since then, Liverpool's interest in the player has continued, with close ties to his family and surroundings being talked about in the background. It is even reported that the family of the British player wanted him to play in the Reds. It could be a lot of variables until the summer transfer window, but it's true that Liverpool have wanted him for a long time. Liverpool planning moves for former Manchester United headliner. Liverpool are about to make a surprising move for former Manchester United attacker Memphis Depay. Depay moved to the Premier League in July 2015, where Manchester United paid £31 million to sign PSV Eindhoven on a 4-year contract. The centre-forward said it was a dream come true that he joined the Red Devils at the time. However, things did not go well for Depay in the UK. At Manchester United, he struggled to repeat his form at PSV Eindhoven, scoring just 7 goals in 53 appearances. Club coaches and fans soon grew tired of his low-level performances. The Dutch national team player was allowed to leave in January 2017. He signed for Lyon and rekindled his career there, scoring 76 goals in 3.5 seasons. Depay terminated his contract with Lyon and made another dream transfer last summer by linking with Spanish titans Barcelona. After a good initial campaign there, he is now lagging behind Robert Lewandowski in pecking order. Depay hopes to leave Barca in the new year. Thus, he can be a regular of the A team elsewhere. And he aimed to make a big impression at the World Cup to excite potential suitors. The 28-year-old scored a goal on his way to the Netherlands last 8. But it didn't exactly set the tournament on fire. However, reports say Liverpool could come as a shock by re-signing Depay in the January transfer window. Klopp said it was a good idea to sign Memphis Depay. And now former Liverpool man Steve Nicol has urged Jürgen Klopp to consider catching Depay. Nicol was asked about Liverpool signing Depay as a backup to Luis Diaz and Diogo Jota. He replied, "I mean, why not? The man has talent. Barcelona could release Depay at a cheaper price than expected given their financial situation. If Liverpool had Depay on the bench, then it wouldn't have been a bad thing," he said. Liverpool fans may be concerned about their club bringing Depay. After all, he previously struggled in the Premier League while in England. But the offensive has since evolved into a more rounded forward. His rich experience in both League One and La Liga has been a good experience for him to return to the Premier League better equipped. And the main benefit for Liverpool will certainly be the cheap transfer fee. Depay's contract with Barcelona expires at the end of the season. This means it can be transported to Anfield for a reduced fee. Liverpool will have to spend good money signing another player to act as Diaz and Jota. But they have a cheap alternative like Depay. The decision ultimately rests with Klopp. He may feel he has enough attackers to help Liverpool get back into the top four. Another factor to consider is Liverpool's search for a new midfielder. This is currently Klopp's priority and ahead of other positions. But given the money to be spent on a new midfielder, it looks like a lower budget will remain for another attacker. The fact that Depay is quite suitable for this budget can relieve Liverpool's hand quite a lot. Given that Diaz has been injured until March and Jota still hasn't returned, it's clear that more attackers are needed. Depay's situation in Barcelona is an advantage and the Reds should use it. Liverpool are still negotiating for a new contract. Fabrizio Romano has responded to transfer rumours about multiple big names likely to leave Liverpool this January. Romano seems unconvinced by talk that the Reds are likely preparing to sack the likes of Naby Keita and Roberto Firmino mid-season. Liverpool may let Keita go in the summer, but nothing looks to come for January right now. He also added that Firmino is actually in talks on a new contract at Anfield. The veteran Brazilian striker has been in good form this season. So even if there have been some doubts about him in recent years, it might make sense to extend his stay at the club. Firmino was a crucial part of Jürgen Klopp's side during his prime. But in the last few years it has seemed to have lost a bit of its scoring touch. Signatures like Darwin, Nunez and Diogo Jota seem to push him into the background. Now, however, it looks like Liverpool fans will be watching Firmino a little more for a while. I am aware that there has been a report this January of potentially major departures from Liverpool, said Romano, but this is how I understand the situation with Naby Keita and Roberto Firmino right now. Keita has a chance to leave in the summer. There are currently no talks of a move to be made in January. Firmino is in new contract talks with Liverpool, but it is not yet advanced or close, so we will see it in the coming months. While it's quite heartbreaking for Keita to have a free breakup, it's a joy to watch Firmino a little longer at Anfield.